morning. How are you? This is Marianne Grant, Life in Harmony podcast. Today is the first day of your life. It's important. What are you going to do with it? Remember, we need to clean up anything that we left behind yesterday, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, emotionally, or sexually. I suggest you clean that up so we have a good day today. Yesterday's gone. We're not promised tomorrow. Let's have a great day today together. All right, I'm going to go over the list. Sarcasm. Sarcasm is anger, emotions, bad attitude, enabling, people-pleasing, not able to say no, drugs, alcohol, pills, anger, rage, porn, relationships, sex, lust, love, controlling everybody around you but yourself, distractions everywhere. Then you have nothing but excuses, gambling, working out, food addiction, binge TV, podcasts, news, caffeine, surgeries, pain, being in a relationship with a man or a woman, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, emotionally, sexually, abusing one another. And you may want to add to the list. Okay, today I want to talk about the power of a relationship between a mom and a son, a father and a daughter, and partners that really have each other's backs, and the power in that. I just had a very dear friend of mine. She's the editor of my book. She just lost her son, and the funeral is this week, and she lives in Philly. I'm going to try to get into the car and see her and make it work. Her relationship with her son was her life. He wasn't well. He was on dialysis. But the way they cared for one another, the way they loved one another, how one of the things I used to argue with her, she didn't know when to stop. She didn't have boundaries around her giving and her caring. And he was her life. And moms and sons know that more than anything. I have it with my own life, with my own boys. And the love that we have is insurmountable, and it's words that you can't even describe. The love. My one son has always been there for me since he was a little boy. Before he'd leave the house, Mom, what do you need? The other one, you couldn't find him anywhere. He was nowhere to be found. But when it came to when I was in need and when Joe went away, my oldest son really stepped it up and became the father of the house. They always step up when they need to and when you least expect it. And he's the one that gave me all my grandchildren. He gave me all my boys that are 21, 17, 9, and 4. And the love and the growth and the changes and the fights, we just get stronger and stronger and stronger. And all I have to do is think of him. We always tell each other how much we love each other. And the relationship that I had with my father was profound. He was my rock. He was my Rocky. He was always there for all of us. He was a beautiful father. And I was able to marry a partner that is just like my father. The gifts just keep on giving. The way he cares, the way he loves, the way he carries everything up, the way he feeds me, the way he makes sure everything's taken care of. And anytime I call, he never has an attitude. It's never too much. He's always there for me. Whatever I ask him, it's done. I don't even have to question it. And it's beautiful. And it's the importance of we cannot do this alone. And those of you who don't have children, and my mother was, I'm a split image of my mother. I have my mom's compassion and my dad's balls, and the combination is tremendous. And my mom, she just had so much love. The bad boys would be stealing the bikes, and they would bring them back because she was so good to everybody. And for when my mom got ill, and this is why I'm in the field, and this is why I do what I do, what they did to my mother was horrible, how they gave her uppers and downers and shock treatments. So for a long time, I ran from my mom because I thought I was going to catch it. So when I went into rehab, I did it differently. I told them they're not going to medicate me. They're not going to do that to me. I'm not going to take pills. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to feel. If I'm going to be angry, I'm going to be angry. If I'm going to be sad, I'm going to be sad. If I need to sleep, I'm going to sleep. But you're not going to numb me with those pills. And that's why I'm so into taking care of myself and learning about the body, learning about the mind. It all was due to what they did to my mother. And I was devastated. I was 10 years old, and it changed me as a child. And it was inhuman what they did. And they're now finally starting to admit how sick they were and how they didn't know what they were doing and how many lives they destroyed by experimenting on them. And my mom happened to be one of them. So I was able to do it differently, get smart. Thank God I was rebellious. Thank God I'm not a conformist. I don't trust doctors, and it's for a good reason, and I will always question them. I question everybody. It's a very healthy thing to do, and I do my homework, and I experiment on myself to see what works and what doesn't work. So I'm taking why I teach about addictions and the power of it and how many lives it's destroying, and that list is written for a reason. And I'm working on the last thing that is controlling me, and that is the sugar. I'm on day 6, and it's amazing how much things change and how your body changes, how your mind changes, how your thinking changes as you continue to let go and shred off the layers of things that are controlling you. And your spirituality, your soul, everything just becomes stronger and stronger and stronger. You feel more, you smell better, you see things more clearly, you don't question what you do anymore, and you take the power within. All right, let's talk about not too much of anything. Balance, not our kids, our partner, our work, our play. When we stay balanced, it's life in harmony. When we abuse ourselves, everyone we love is infected by it. You cheat yourself and everyone around you. The love and respect you give yourself, that is the level of love and respect you get in return. Remember, the goal for all of us is life in harmony. Our thinking can make or break us. That is why we have to check our thinking and attitude all day long. It has to be as natural as going to the bathroom, or else you get backed up. This, my friend, is the greatest gift you can give yourself. Remember, behind every breakdown, there's a breakthrough around the corner. Hang in there for that breakthrough. It's always going to happen. People say, I want to help be a part of taking care of the world. Here's the good news. If you truly take care of yourself all day and be a living example, that is taking care of the world. We all have gifts. We all have work to do. That is the true meaning of taking care of the world. Doing your part. No exceptions. The answers lie within each and every one of us. Your words mean nothing, you smooth talkers, you narcissisms. You actions say everything. And you manipulators, we don't want to hear it. I'm going to read a beautiful saying from Michael Singer. Spirituality begins when you decide you will never stop trying. Spirituality is the commitment to go beyond no matter what it takes. It's an infinite journey based upon going beyond yourself every minute of every day for the rest of your life. If you're truly going beyond, you're always at your limit. You're never back in the comfort zone. A spiritual being feels as though they're always against the edge and they're constantly being pushed through it. One should view their spiritual work as learning to live life without stress, problems, fear, or melodrama. This path of using life to evolve, spirituality is truly the highest path. Trust the process. You must go through the darkest night in order to get to the infinite light. What we call darkness is really the blockage of light. Confront the difficult while it's still easy. Accomplish the great tasks by a series of small acts. Discipline is freedom. The undisciplined mind is like an elephant. If left to blunder around, out of control, it will wreak havoc. The spiritual journey is one of constant transformation. To grow, you must give up the struggle to remain the same and learn to embrace change. Remember, it's important. Realize that you can't actually hurt yourself. Go beyond your psychological limits. If you're willing to just stand at the edge and keep walking, you will go beyond. Don't be afraid to speak up. Don't be afraid to say no. Stop people pleasing. Start living the life you want to live. Only you can do that. Nobody else can. Nobody else cares. Only you can care. Imagine the peace that you could experience if you weren't constantly creating and defending your false self. Be true to yourself. It's worth it. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. All right, I'm going to read a little part in my book. Maintenance is ongoing. It has to be like going to the bathroom regularly or else you get backed up. This is the part that people fight and wonder why they're not successful. It's maintenance. They think they get so far, they get to their goal, they get to their number and their weight, they get to their they stop drinking for a while, feel fabulous, and go back to their old ways. It's a pattern. In maintenance, and what we do is ongoing. And once we stop doing that work, we go back to square one again. Remember, our character defects are always going to be there. Remember, I told you we put them in our pocket. And again, taking that first bite of something that you're addicted to, that first drink, and you're off to the races. You may get away with it a couple times. Oh, wow, I have this lick. I have this under control. It's always going to nip you in the ass. Addiction always wins. You can't fight with addiction. It will always get you. You never have it under control. It's the thing we go to when we're stressed, when we're angry, when we're happy, when we're glad, when we're sad. We make many excuses for abusing ourselves. And the reality is maintenance, and the practice and the discipline that I talk about, the reason I am successful, the reason I mastered my life, I mastered my relationships with my children, with my partner, with my clients, with the people I work with my tenants, is because I never stopped doing my maintenance. I hold on to it as a matter of life or death. It is my shield for when I go outside. I am shielded mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, emotionally, and sexually before I walk out that door, because I know I'm doing all the right things for myself. And I'm protected, and I'm not afraid of death. I don't have a number on death. I don't fear death. I think death is just as beautiful as life. And a lot of times when people cry at funerals, they're crying their own death of their own life and what they're not doing for themselves. And there's nothing wrong to be sad to lose somebody that you love. But in time, you need to look at why you're really crying. When my mom and dad died, I was so happy for them. They were in pain, and I lived a full life with them. I was there for them every weekend. And the tears were happy tears. Again, death is a part of life. There is nothing to fear but fear itself. So I suggest that I want you to look at your day today and do all the things that are important to you. Do it. We can do anything for one day. This is a 1 day of a program, 1 day at a time program, because truly we don't have tomorrow, and that is truly real. We don't have tomorrow. All we have is today. So why don't you do it with a loving yourself, being kind to yourself, being good to yourself, and the rest will follow. Okay, work on one thing at a time. Eventually it will be a way of life. Don't do too much of anything. Balance is most important. I am clean and clear of all diseases and negative thoughts. What's controlling you? I accept today where I am powerless. I have control where I have choices. I will reach out for help and use my tools today. I accept today and understand the only person I can change or regulate is myself. I will take time to hug and kiss my loved ones around me. I will show my partner today how much he or she is appreciated, needed, and loved. I will speak up for myself today. Be true to ourselves. The answers lie in each and every one of us. Be a priority to ourselves. The rest will follow. Everything we do is a practice and a discipline to master what we want. I will take charge of my life today and realize I'm in charge of all my decisions. I will know when it's time to bow out and let go and trust the process. I will set realistic goals for myself. I will get 7 to 8 hours of sleep tonight. I will set healthy boundaries around myself today. I will not allow anybody to speak to me with disrespect. I will make a conscious effort to eat healthy meals. I will take my vitamins, food supplements today. I will drink 6 to 8 glasses of water today. I will be good to myself today. Whoever can see through all fear will always be safe. I will talk with someone I trust and respect and be honest with them. Accountability is key. You cannot do it alone. We always lie to ourselves. I will trust and reach out to my higher power today. I will say thank you for everything that happens to me today, good or bad. I will not do anything to cause harm to myself or others today. I'm willing to change today. I will exercise today. I will pray for the well-being of myself and others today. I will write a list of all the things I want in a partner. If I become it, I will attract it. Discipline is freedom. Do 2 things a day you don't want to do to have a successful day. Mine is always getting up early and doing my podcast and doing my workout and keeping my food clean, and the rest will follow. Remember, you can reach me at createyourspirit@gmail.com. Leave your number. I could go over my workshops or my books and sign them for you. Learn about my services, lifeandharmonyonline.com. Leave your number. I'll go over with you with all my services. Remember, I'm doing the podcast Monday through Friday. Hit that round button that says L. It's colorful. And please start from podcast number 1 because it's a lot of information to digest. I did a Life in Harmony podcast playlist. You can hit that and it will give you all my podcasts in order, 1 through 2, 3. And tell all your friends that you love and respect. And it's important not to skip steps and start it from the beginning. And remember, I want you to have an incredible day. And thank you for listening.